Good morning. This is Ellie for Transforming Together. A great day here in Arizona. I hope that you are enjoying your day wherever you happen to be. And we continue to add and welcome other countries to our growing family. We welcome Thailand and Indonesia today to who God is being among us. So welcome each of you. And let's take our Bibles and turn to Second Chronicles chapter 8, verses 1. Very interesting again a principle here for us as parents as we are in the process of partnering with Jesus and building our families. It says the following. It took Solomon 20 years to build the Lord's temple and his own royal palace. At the end of that time, Solomon turned his attention to rebuilding the towns that had been given him. What is our point here? There's several. One, it takes time to build a family, to build a temple, to build a house, to build a home. It took King Solomon, with all the help that he had, 20 of his years to do that. He dedicated 20 of his years to keeping what was first, keeping his priority, keeping his attention on what God had given him first to do. And then he turned his attention to what was secondary. Important, but secondary. Now, I think we can see how this applies to family. Mom and dad, you are a gift to your children. You are to build security and stability into their lives, pillars. You are a worship center for them, out of which grows your family in a healthy way. This takes time. It does not happen overnight. It does not happen in 5 years or 10 years. It is a process. You are given your children for a period of time, and then they are no longer your children. They are related to you, but not in that parent role, that parental child role. So right now are those years that are so important. Keep the first things first. Keep your priorities first. What will happen is that the urgent will encroach and will want to take over the important. Do not let this happen. Keep first things first. This was very practical in our family as we were missionaries overseas, and especially my husband was asked to speak and to travel and to be involved in ministry beyond his family. And I remember when he came and said, I am purposing to not accept invitations of speaking that will take me away from our family for this season of life. My family needs a dad here. And I was so grateful to him. I was impressed. And I felt extremely loved, and a healthy partner was with me in raising our families as a result of my husband keeping his priorities straight and realizing that his priority for that season was his family. And these other things other people could take and do. Maybe not as good as he could, but they could do it. You see, my children have one father, and no one else can father my children. They only have one mother. No one else can mother my children. The same is true for you and your family. So keep your priorities straight. Do not allow the urgent to take over the important. So be asking yourself questions. How are we doing on this? Are we maintaining what is best for our family and not allowing the good things to come and encroach on that? You see, the the the, the strongest enemy of the best is what is good. Now get this. Poor, bad is not usually a hard decision to make between bad and best. But good and best, now that's tough. That's between what is important and what is urgent. Your family, you building into your family is important. Other things that are outside the family need to be weighed with you and your spouse in accordance to who you are in your family and what part of life your family is in. So I encourage you to give this incredible thought, and perhaps you'll need to sit down and decide, where are we as a family? For how many years do I need to make family my priority and allow other things within the church, within the community, within school, within my own life to take a second seat for a time, for a season, while my family takes priority? This is Ellie for Transforming Together.